to Allergy Dragon. My name is Martha Morgan. I'm a specialty diet and allergy chef and the mother to a child with 33 food allergies. Welcome to my kitchen. We're going to go over some organizational tips for your countertops. But before we jump into the video, let me thank my friends at Allergy for collaborating with me in this organizational video series to help share tips and tricks with families like yours and mine to help make every moment count. Okay, well, let's dive in. I think I've mentioned this before, but just in case you haven't watched one of my other videos, which I'll have a link to the other ones as well, I do happen to rent, and so this is not by any means my dream kitchen, and it also, you may hear my neighbor, who knows at this point. So countertop space, it's precious, and where you put things definitely matters. And it matters even more so when you have a family like we do, which has celiac disease, over 30 food allergies, and we happen to be lactose intolerant. So let's go through my countertops and why I do what I do. I'm getting ready to talk about crumbs quite a bit right now. I have one toaster in this house, and that's because 3 of us have celiac disease and 1 non-celiac. So we don't allow him to have a toaster. Sorry, poor husband, you don't have a toaster. This is a completely safe, celiac safe, toaster. So if you are sharing a space with somebody that would like to have a toaster, then I suggest having a cart or having an island so that they can have their own toaster space, because crumbs get everywhere, literally everywhere. So that's why it's really important to make sure that you have got a place where you can literally clean those crumbs up and avoid cross contact or cross contamination. Moving on to the rest of the kitchen, I've got my stovetop and oven, obviously, and I got a microwave. Next to my stovetop here on my counter, I have got a utensil holder. I don't keep all of my utensils here, but I like to have the things that I'm gonna quickly grab. I've got some metal slotted spoons, some whisks, and that kind of thing, some tongs. I usually keep it in this type of a container because it's really easy to clean. So the type of utensils you use actually matters. Wood utensils happen to be very porous and they absorb liquids and the oils from the foods that you're cooking. So you'd have a possibility of some cross contact there. So I usually suggest to people to use plastic or stainless steel, metal, utensils to cook with, because it's much easier to clean and sanitize those. We're not going to go into every single drawer or that kind of thing. That would take a little bit too much time. Maybe we'll do another video. Make sure you comment below and let us know if you'd like us to do a more in-depth into the cabinets. But we do keep our silverware over here, okay, and I do have it lined and that kind of thing and have it in the silverware container. I keep my silverware right here, and a couple of reasons why. One, this is close to the sink where we do dishes, so we wipe that off quite a bit, but also we have less crumbage and less spillage. I don't know about you, but I have had my little kids, and by little kids, I mean the ones that are almost adults now, or they are adults now. Okay, I just got depressed. 26 to 20. Anyway, they like to leave the drawers open. And so crumbs, the crumbs, they get everywhere. So that's why I like to keep my drawer here, because I don't get as many crumbs in it. So about 4 years ago, we moved into this apartment, and for us, because we actually have a pretty open space, but not a lot of counter space, and I do a lot of cooking from scratch. It's a need thing. I have to do that. So we purchased this inexpensive island, and by inexpensive, it was under $200. Did get it on sale, but it's actually pretty well made, has a nice countertop, but the biggest thing is it's on wheels, so it's movable, okay? And it gives me extra storage space down below. And we keep my mixer on it or move it around, and I can bring it where I need to. Film videos come in handy for that. So we're at the last legs of this countertop video, and as you can see, I have my coffee and coffee maker right here next to the sink. Makes it easy to make my coffee and drink tea. I drink tea mostly. My cups happen to be up here in this cabinet. So washing dishes, it's a thing, it's cleanliness, and it's one of the tips and things that I get asked quite a bit, especially when it comes to cross contact and cross contamination. So if you have a dishwasher and it's usable, I really do suggest using your dishwasher. A lot of mistakes people make with using a dishwasher is they'll overcrowd and they won't rinse ahead of time. So definitely make sure you rinse off, scrape off what you can of your dishes, and don't overcrowd your dishwasher. Another thing is to really make sure that your water is really hot for your dishwasher. So like if you've given the kids baths and that kind of thing, maybe wait a couple hours and then turn the dishwasher on like right before you go to bed or that kind of thing. So let's say you don't have a dishwasher, which a lot of us don't, or your dishwasher breaks down. Okay, so you can wash your dishes by hand, yes. But the biggest thing with washing your dishes is you need to make sure it's warm, soapy water, as hot as you can stand it. Make sure you've got gloves on. They do help with insulating your hands. But not so much just being hot. You need to make sure you have nice soapy water, because you really have got to get the particles off of your dishes. And then rinse your dishes with as warm water as you can stand or hot water. And then you let them dry. So how do I dry my dishes when I'm doing them by hand? Well, believe it or not, you don't usually use a towel to dry them off in a professional setting. We usually set them in a dish rack and we let them air dry upside down. But if you really need the item or you want to put everything up really quickly, then you can use paper towels and dry them off. The reason we don't use a cloth in the kitchen is for two reasons. One, it can have food in it or crumbs. You know me, crumbs. Crumbs could be on that towel. And then it can also have some bacteria or something like that on it. So we don't, in a professional kitchen, use regular towels to dry dishes off. So you really shouldn't do that at home either. So before we end this video, I'd like to say thank you again to my friends at Allergy for helping collaborate with me. Make sure to check out the link down in the description for Allergy and Allergy's Facebook group, Allergy True Grit. Thanks for coming by my kitchen. That about wraps it up for this video. Subscribe and ring the bell. That way you'll get more content from me. Like this video if you liked it, and I will see ya.